The night air in Chicago was cold, and Emma stood on the old bridge, staring at the dark water below. She was tired of love, tired of pain, tired of broken promises. She thought maybe she would never love again. On the other side of the bridge, Michael walked slowly, his hands deep in his pockets. He too carried a heart full of scars. When their eyes met, it was like the city became quiet. They didn't speak at first, but something inside both of them whispered, "Don't give up yet." Emma smiled a little and Michael returned the smile. "Cold night," he said softly. Emma nodded. "But maybe not so lonely," she replied. That small exchange was like a seed planted in frozen ground. Neither of them knew it yet, but something was beginning to grow on that bridge in Chicago. The days that followed were filled with long walks, coffee shops, and late-night talks. Emma laughed in a way she hadn't in years. Michael listened with care, and when he looked at her, it felt like she was the only person in the world. She started to believe that love could be safe again. But deep inside, Michael hid something he feared would ruin everything. Sometimes, when Emma asked about his past, he quickly changed the subject. He would look away, his smile fading as if a shadow followed him everywhere. Emma noticed, but she chose to trust. "Maybe he will tell me when he is ready," she whispered to herself. Love grew fast between them like fire catching dry grass. But Emma did not know that fire can also burn. And Michael's secret was closer to breaking free than he wanted. One evening, Emma found a letter inside Michael's jacket. She had not meant to look, but it fell when she picked up his coat. The words on the paper froze her heart. Asterisk, "You still owe me. You can't hide forever." Asterisk. Emma's hands shook as she read it again and again. Who was this letter from? What was Michael hiding? When he returned, she looked at him with fear and confusion. "Michael," she said, her voice trembling, "what is this?" Michael's face turned pale. He tried to take the paper, but Emma held it close. "Tell me the truth," she cried. The man she trusted suddenly looked like a stranger. Michael sat down, his head in his hands. "Emma, I never wanted you to find out this way." The bridge that had carried their love was beginning to crack. Michael finally spoke, his voice low. "Years ago I made mistakes. I borrowed money from the wrong people. I thought I could escape, but they never forgot. I wanted to protect you from it. I didn't want my past to destroy us." Emma's heart hurt. "Why didn't you trust me? Why did you lie?" she whispered. Tears rolled down her cheeks. Michael reached for her hand, but she pulled away. "Because I was afraid of losing you," he said. His eyes were filled with pain, but also with truth. Emma stood by the window that night, staring at the city lights. Her mind was a storm. She loved him, but she felt betrayed. Could she forgive him? Or was this the end of their story? The silence between them was heavier than words. The next morning, Emma walked back to the same bridge where they first met. She stood there looking at the water just like that first night. Soon Michael appeared, his steps slow, his face weary. "Emma," he called softly. She turned to him. "You broke my trust," she said, her voice steady but full of hurt. Michael nodded. "I know. And I will spend the rest of my life proving that I can be honest with you if you let me." Emma's heart battled with itself. Finally she said, "Love without honesty is like a bridge with broken wood. It looks strong, but it cannot carry you far. If we are to walk this bridge together, you must never hide the truth again." Michael's eyes filled with tears. "I promise." Emma took a deep breath, then held out her hand. Their love was wounded but not dead. On that bridge in Chicago they chose to start again, this time with truth.